I'm Karishma. I live in Surat, which is in Gujarat. I'm born and brought up from there. I got married at the age of 22 when I just finished my graduation. I mean, just a little while after I finished my graduation. And I moved back to my own city, Surat. It's not that I never liked Surat. I was frustrated. I didn't know what to do. I was completely blank. I was going through depression. I was hating everything around. I was hating myself for the situation I was in. And I just saw something on Facebook where I saw an image of someone doing live study in a classroom where a couple of students are doing live study, and the location was Surat. And I was like, what? Something like this is happening in Surat? So I just picked up the phone and called on the same number, and they said we've just recently opened a fine arts college in Surat, and it was opened by one of my bunch of junior and seniors from my same college where I passed out from. So I went there just to see what's happening. Maybe I can just go there and maybe do some sketching or meet some people, and they offered me a job. They said, why don't you just teach in our college? And I was like, no, I've never done teaching. I can't teach, and I've left the field since so many years. So they put me on a trial run, and it went good, and I started teaching. I started teaching in a university and in a fine arts college in Surat. I taught for 7 years, and it was so good. The energy from the students, the young students which was coming was brilliant. I learned more than teaching. I think I learned a lot. I mean, sometimes they would ask me some question. I would help them, guide them, and during guiding them, some statements would come out from my mouth which were the answers what I was looking for in life. So that was very magical, very meditative. So I taught for 7 years, and in between those teaching years, where I was again back to the same field, I was really enjoying. I was really still missing something in the city and around me. That is still looking more into art. Of course, I was in the art field, I was teaching, but some more mature work of art. And that's where I thought, if there is no art in this city, let's stop cribbing about it. Let's start looking for a solution. So I started doing workshops related how to appreciate art appreciation workshops. And I used to guide people how to look at art, how to see art. You can throw questions, you can ask stupid questions, what is this line for? And I think I broke that ice where they could come to me and ask me anything, like why there is nothing in the canvas but this is called art. Those kind of questions, and I loved doing that. Meanwhile, I started losing my interest in teaching in the university because initially the university was small, the college was small, the bunch of students were small, so it was very intimate. It was like a family. They started taking a lot of students, and there was this last year where I realized that at the end of the year, I couldn't even remember half of my students' name, which made me feel very guilty that I can't be a teacher if I can't even remember my students' names. So I quit. I continued doing curation, art curation and everything in life back then. I never understood money. I never understood calculation. Maths was the last thing on earth I ever understood in my life. But you know what? Like, when somebody asks you, how is the work going? How much do you make out of it? That's where the pressure comes. You don't know what to answer. So, my mom has been running a small boutique since I was a child. I've always seen her doing embroidery and machine embroidery and making clothes. I've never bought clothes in my life. I've never, she always made my clothes. Whether if I had to go for my 10th grade farewell or to a friend's birthday party or anywhere, she made my clothes. And even when I got married, my entire trousseau and my wedding outfits, everything was made by her. She knew what I wanted always. But while in this journey, I was not very happy what the kind of work what she was doing, because in her this entire journey I felt that over the period of time she also got trapped in that commercial rat race where I think she lost her creativity, and she started making clothes for people which were designed by them and not for her, not by her. Like people used to tell her that put red and green combination, do this. They would bring pictures from the magazines and cut out from the magazines and I want exact same thing outfit, and she would do it. Like her finesse, her choice of colors and everything was fantastic. I think whatever the creative side I've got in me is from her. She never did learned creativity or art academically. I think it was in her, and that's what I've got from her. So I used to always tell her, don't do that, don't do this, don't lose your creativity. Make clothes what you like, what is your passion. People will buy. But which I think she never understood. She always said, it doesn't work like that, Karishma. So one fine day I just randomly told her that, Mom, I don't have enough clothes. Can you just make like some 15-20 pair of clothes for me? And she freaked out. She's like, have you lost it? You want 15-20 pair of clothes? What's wrong with you? So I convinced her to make 15-20 pair of clothes for me. She asked what kind of clothes. I said, you know. Forget what you make for your clients. Forget what is in trend. You know what I like, what I want. Just make it. And she made them. The idea and the plan was I wanted to just prove my point to her. Once the clothes were done, I loved them. That's where I saw my mom's work in it. And I just called my friend. She has a cute space, like a small little bungalow. And I called her, listen, can we do like a small pop-up at your place? Like just one day? And she said, yeah. So I planned a pop-up and we exhibited those clothes. I told my mom, let's just do this. I mean, these are my clothes, but let's just give a shot. So I named it Peony, created an Instagram page, put up the dates for the pop-up and did the pop-up, and guess what? We were sold out in like 3 hours, and we got so many orders out of the same outfits. And that's where in the night I said, see, you can make things what you like, people will buy. I just wanted to prove this point to you. So that's where I think Peony started.